Good morning, kids! We've got the worst reviewed Liam Neeson movie of all time on the schedule today. What do you have to say about that, Liam?
In hindsight, I suspect they made a poor career choice.
Not to worry though, good buddy. This one isn't as bad as Taken 3. Other than that, yeah, this might be the worst. Today's movie is Blacklight. Why is it called Blacklight? I have no idea! Blacklight, they're going to need more men. Now don't get confused, kids. That tagline doesn't mean they're going to need more men because Liam Neeson kills people non-stop in this movie. It just means that the villain only has 2 henchmen. Sadly, this movie wants to be topical, so we open on this Twitter enthusiast lady politician who I think is supposed to be Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez. She gets killed by her cab driver. This must be what they mean by Twitter cancel culture. I had no idea. We meet Liam Neeson and he works for the FBI. He bails out an undercover agent from a gang of white supremacists. Yeah, no, because topical. Neeson sets off some explosions and all the stupid racists run towards them and he just sneaks her out. He then talks to his daughter and tells her he'd like to spend more time with his granddaughter. She tells him that he's always putting his dangerous work at the FBI first, and that probably won't work out. So here's the story of the movie Blacklight. This FBI guy named Dusty gets arrested by the local police because he had a gun in his car and looked like he was going to use it unwisely. Neeson comes to the police station to talk with him, and he says he wanted to talk to a reporter, but he can't tell him why. Only that he's tired of doing the dirty work for the corrupt FBI. Despite thinking that Dusty is mentally unstable, Neeson brings him out and then takes him to his granddaughter's school because he forgot he was supposed to pick her up. Wow, Liam, bringing a mentally unstable man who was just accused of attempting to commit a violent crime to a place with a lot of children is not how you're gonna earn yourself one of these.
In hindsight, I suspect they made a poor career choice.
Hey, wait a minute. Where are all the kids? Where are the teachers? This little girl is here by herself. Why aren't there any people at this school scene? Did the entire $43 million budget go to Liam Neeson? Holy cow, this movie was more expensive than Ambulance, and that movie had helicopters and explosions and everything. Well, wouldn't you know it, Dusty escapes. He drives a garbage truck through town with Liam Neeson in hot pursuit. And if you were watching this chase scene on YouTube, isolated from the logic of the rest of the movie, it might be kind of fun, but it really doesn't make sense in the context of the film. He calls the reporter and insists that they need to meet in person to talk about what he has to talk about, and when he gets there, he takes off and says he'll catch her later. It would seem to me like talking on the phone would have been a lot better than that, but he just doesn't do it. Now Neeson gets back to the FBI and his boss Gabe grills him.
Natalie's school? What the hell were you thinking?
In hindsight, I suspect they made a poor career choice.
Now Neeson asks if he can retire to spend more time with his family, and Gabe says that he can have some time off when he captures Dusty. And then 2 scenes later, Gabe talks to his 2 goons, who are the same guys who killed Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez, and he does this presumably to tell them that Dusty is the next target. Gabe, what are you thinking? You sent your goons out to kill him, but you also send Neeson out there, who, number 1, is sympathetic towards Dusty and doesn't want to see him get hurt, and 2, doesn't know the FBI is killing innocent American civilians for political purposes. Liam literally just asked for time off. Tell him to take a vacation and have your 2 goons take Dusty out. You're so stupid.
In hindsight, I suspect they made a poor career choice.
So the movie's big secret that the FBI stages assassinations of innocent American citizens is out now, and we're only 37 minutes in. Alright, the 2 guys show up to Dusty's house, which, why did he go back there? And they try to kill him, but he gets away. Now Dusty's still too good to make a phone call, finds the reporter again, and Neeson shows up and they have a slow motion fist fight. Love you, Liam, but maybe stick with the explosives. You're getting up there. The bad guys show up and they waste Dusty. Now, Liam goes to Gabe and he says, "Hey, bro, are you abusing your position as the director of FBI by having people killed?" Gabe's like, "Hey, that's none of your business. And hey, Liam, if you want your granddaughter to have a normal life, back off, mister." Now, that sounds like a threat against his family. You should probably warn them, Liam. Or you could make spaghetti, that'll be okay too. Well, wouldn't you know it, his family is taken shortly after. So Neeson makes a plan with the reporter to go to Gabe's house because he's got a safe in there that contains a paper trail of all his evil deeds over the years, which is awfully convenient. He kills the goons with the old flood the kitchen and electrocute them trick. Okay, now it's time for the big showdown. It's time for Liam to take down Gabe and save his family. He's probably holed up in some heavily guarded fortress somewhere. I know one thing for sure, once Neeson shows up, they're going to need more men. Oh, he just confronts him in his car and points his gun at him. He doesn't even kill him. We get our epilogue. The reporter publishes her story to take down Gabe. And Liam Neeson's family is in witness protection program. He can finally spend some quality time with them. We conclude with probably the worst final exchange in motion picture history.
Don't forget to feed her. Make sure she brushes her teeth. Get her to school on time Monday morning.
Food, teeth, school. Consider it done. Anything else?
No shooting guns.
Uh-huh. No guns. Where do you stand on explosives?
Oh, Dad, you ruined our lives. Overall, if I may use some fancy cinephile film critic lingo here, this movie was stupid. It made no sense and didn't deliver on the action, and Neeson didn't even threaten anyone on the phone. Okay, bad film, 3 out of 10.